Quarterback of the league. Oh, what a catch by Jay Nathaniel. That touchdown, Hurricanes.
Shooter take a shot deep. Open target. Her third from left to right. Sets off. All
Down.
watch who he's gonna set up. He's gonna go for it. Fell from the sky into Aaron Ike's hand.
And we welcome you to a wet State College, Pennsylvania for tonight's matchup featuring the host, number 12, Penn State, taking on Oregon, as it is a rainy one here in PA. Good evening, everybody. Elon Olive joined by Dominic Barfield. And Dominic, with the rain, what factors does that throw into tonight's game?
It favors those who like to run the ball, and when you've got a one-back system like Penn State and the triple O with Oregon, it's gonna be right what you would like to see, and it's just gonna come down to who wants it the most here as we kick off. And Joshua Reinhardt is going to kick it off with a 25-yard return for the Ducks as we watch Alexa Earl and company come out and take the field first, Elon.
867 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions on the season for Alexa Earl this season. And now here's that triple option. Earl under center with a whole bunch of options. Hands this one off. Looks like to Correll to start it off. 11-yard gain, 1st and 10.
And the Zach attack is going to get it going here first, as we're going to get a first down, first play by these Ducks.
Fakes the snap, fakes the handoff, keeps it herself, pitches it out on the option to Creed, the third. He's out to the 40 and brought down after a 25-yard rush.
And the Ducks are setting the tone early here as Creed's going to take that 25 yards. Shedding off would-be tacklers. Tackling is going to be the name of the game tonight. Everybody's going to be soaked, and those jerseys are going to be hard to hold on to. If Oregon can get out here and get this triple option running, it can be terrifying early.
Under center, it's Earl. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, keeps it herself, goes up the middle, puts on a stiff arm, and turns it into 8 yards.
And that's just a good way to fake out the defense there, and Carlos Rook is going to eventually shove her out of bounds.
Takes the snap, hands this one off to Brunswick. 7-yard pickup and a first down for the Ducks.
I mean, look at it. You've got Alexa Earl, Juju Creed, Knox Brunswick, and Zach Correll all in there who can run it methodically. It is just pick your poison for the Penn State defense.
Earl keeps it herself. Now pitches it out on the option. This time to Dustin Davidson for 5 yards. I believe that's a walk-on.
And do not believe, I guarantee, that in fact is... No, I believe that might be the middle linebacker, if I'm not mistaken here.
As they'll pitch that one out to the left side, and Creed with the 2-yard pickup.
And like the pitch, Juju's going to get out there, nothing's going to be doing, and Believe's going to get just absolutely just shot by Carlos Rooks there. And upon further, it looks like indeed it was a walk-on. We are going to go ahead and confirm that early here.
Pearl under center. Fakes the snap, fakes the handoff. Keeps it herself, has the first down out to the 10, an 8-yard gain for Alexa Earl.
When in doubt, keep it by yourself, and Alexa's going to have no problem turning that upfield and picking up the first down as we are knocking on the door of the red zone.
Earl under center. Fakes the handoff and drop for a loss of 2, and getting there is Longmire.
And Longmire is going to just sniff it out and say, you know what, all right, we've had enough of this. We've seen you march down the field. And Hunter, yes, thank you so much for the confirmation and correction. Appreciate you.
Second and goal, 6:51 remaining. Earl goes under center. And hands that one off to Randy Powell. 1-yard gain. Another walk-on, I believe. Yeah.
And I believe he's going to eventually get met there by Riker Repko in on the tackle.
Earl dropping back. Whoa, slipped there. Now throws that one in. Carell is lit up after a loss of 3.
And see, that right there is exactly why the run game has to be just about the end-all, be-all out here. You are out here playing in such muddy circumstances, trying to get into your setback drop. And we saw Alexa almost got sent to the turf on that by itself as we wait for Parker Pizarro to come out here and attempt to kick.
Pick is up, and it is good. 3-0 Oregon with 6:06 left in the first.
And Oregon looked very methodical there, running that triple option like a well-oiled machine there, Elon. But credit to Penn State's defense, biting down there in the red zone and just not allowing any more productivity. As we get a great return here out to almost the 40 by Derek Tolliver, 34 yards credited on that kickoff return.
All right, now we'll see the running back go from the triple option to the running back duo of Williams and Tolliver, as it's Papadaki in the pistol, takes the snap, hands this one off, and it's Williams the second with a 3-yard pickup.
Let's see, right there, it's about the type of matchup that I expect to see. We're going to see a lot of that triple option out of Oregon, where it's going to be a lot around the edges, maybe kind of stretching this defense. Penn State's going to come out here and just put it in between the tackles.
Papadaki handoff this time to Williams, loss of 1 on the play, 3rd and 8 coming up.
And Frahe McDowell is going to get his first tackle of the game, and it's going to be a TFL. Ducks came out here and stacked the box, forced them to try to put it up the middle, and Jay just sealed every single crevice there.
We'll have an update for you on Twitch in just a moment. Papadaki dropping back to pass, looks like, and he has to get rid of it before he's brought down. 4th and 8. Good pressure from the Ducks.
Over on Twitch, 4-yard touchdown run for LC Fremont. Colorado takes the early 7-0 lead on A&M. Just under 6 minutes left in the first quarter.
And we'll punt it back to Oregon as they lead at 3-0 in the early going here. As that one will be returned by Keandre Randolph for 4 yards. 1st and 10, Ducks.
And credit to the punt team getting down there quickly in a hurry, not allowing any type of good punt return there for the Ducks.
Earl under center. Takes the handoff, keeps it herself on the option, and she'll pick up 4.
And Carlos Ricks is going to come in and going to wrap up and eventually bring her down after a gain of 4 yards.
Just over 5 minutes left. Tomorrow on YouTube, we've got Tennessee and Georgia, and then Florida State and Clemson. Should be a great Wednesday night full of action. Pearl keeps it herself, flips it out on the option to the walk-on, and he'll pick up the first down.
And Elon, I agree with you. I'm going to go ahead and tell you now that Florida State-Clemson game might just be the game of the night to watch. That can have a lot of implications here early on in conference play for the ACC.
Yep. Pearl under center, takes the snap, takes the handoff, now dishes it out on the option again, and this time it is Juju Creed the third with a 7-yard pickup.
And they are moving forward very, very efficiently. They're not getting behind the sticks. They're reading. Alexa is reading all of her keys very well so far. Got to make sure that we maintain this consistency moving forward.
That is the key to this triple option, is you can't fall behind as Earl gets that pass batted down, and it's 3rd and 3.
I don't know if that's batted down or if she threw it off of her guard's helmet. Completely got caught up on him the entire way, and that play was just almost dead to rights.
Earl back to pass, throws towards the deep end, and that is knocked down by Carlos Rooks.
And Rooks is going to run that route almost better than the receiver, setting up Alexa Earl only 1 for 3 so far in the air, as the Ducks are going to be punting this ball back to the Nittany Lions.
Lions will be looking to take over right around the 22 as Tolliver with a 6-yard gain.
And right now, special teams are really playing their part right now, getting the ball enough hang time to let the gunners get down there and mitigate stopping any type of massive turns.
Papadaki under center. Takes the snap, hands off to Williams the second, and he will stumble forward for 7 yards.
And, hey, when in doubt, duck your head, get in between the tackles, lower your pads, make the first point of contact, lean forward through it, and pick up what you can.
Under center, Papadaki. Hands off again to Williams. He'll pick up the first down this time on a 6-yard gain.
Zone look there by the defense. The linebackers are going to completely bail out, leaving the middle open. Once you get through the first level of the defense, that is almost just a guaranteed gash of a run.
Papadaki over 1,000 yards this season so far, but they're going to have to keep it on the ground tonight. Hand off to Williams, goes towards the left side, and he'll pick up 4 on the play.
Tyler Timmerman just going to read the eyes and going to pursue him out in the open field. What a good tackle out there.
Dominic Williams tonight comes in tonight with almost 700 yards on the ground already. Handoff on the left side, puts on a nice stiff arm, 4-yard pickup for Derek Tolliver.
You know, we have seen, for the most part tonight, albeit outside of the triple option because that is their bread and butter, outside runs have not been on the menu tonight for YouTube games, Elon.
Under center, Papadaki hands this one off to Williams, and he puts on a strong stiff arm, and he's not going to get the first down. Great
Nothing
stop.
doing, as Hunter Davidson is going to hit him at the point of contact and just stifle him and push him short. And we are not going to see any risking for the biscuit, as Penn State is going to elect to kick this away after an almost block there.
Goes out of bounds right around the 20-yard line. And the defenses have kind of locked up here a little bit.
Well, that seems like a very familiar situation that we saw in the 6:30 slot there, Elon. Defense has stepped up. You just got to wait for one team to really get comfortable and just start putting it on.
This weather, though, is going to make it a little bit more difficult to get comfortable, I believe, as Earl fumbles that one, and it's picked up by the big man, Penn State's Cletus Jackson with the fumble recovery.
And unfortunately, that has been the Achilles heel of this triple option this season, as that is now the 8th fumble on the season for Alexa Earl. Sometimes you just got to know that you have to swallow that and not risk putting that up there in the air.
Just over 2 minutes left in the first, and a chance for Penn State to get on the board. Papadaki under center. Takes the snap, hand off to Williams, breaks off towards the right side, still on his feet, and he's going to get the first down. First and goal, PA.
And that is what you want to see after getting that turnover. You want to move that ball forward, and you've got to find a way to punch it into the end zone and pay off your defense.
Papadaki, hand off Williams, goes towards the left side, runs over one man, but is brought down from behind after a 2-yard rush.
And Carlos, I can confirm earthquake was detected. We had a little bit of swinging and swaying up here in the booth. Glad to make sure that everybody is still okay in the stadium.
Papadaki under center. Looks like Tolliver now into the game as Papadaki throws. Touchdown, Otis Boudreaux.
And what a way to pay it back for the defense. Offense comes out there, moves that ball, gets the lead, and shows we can do it with or without momentum. Penn State is going to take that early lead now, 7-3, after the PAT is up off the foot of Angus Osborne. 1:39 is going to be the time left here in the first quarter. Elin, we've seen this, and we've called Oregon together quite a few times this season. This is always been the issue when it comes to this triple option of Oregon. Alexa Earl, if she makes one bad mistake, and there's a hole there, as we get a good attempt there by Keontae Randolph, getting 23 yards net off of that return. As I was saying, once Oregon starts finding themselves in a hole, it really becomes almost feeling insurmountable at times to really get out of it. But it's still too early in this game to really feel like you've got to move away from the option. You're going to take the mistake, and you've got to move on and get it out of your head.
Because they got to stick to playing their game. As that one is, wow, how did Randy Powell, a walk-on, manage his way through that mess of humanity?
I don't know, but there better be a scholarship in the locker room already. What a way to Houdini.
Earl under center, fakes the handoff, keeps it herself, doesn't have an option, so she's going to take it forward 3 yards, 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5, you're going to just about expect to see them come out in a passing formation here. Rain might be a factor here, but no, it looks like they're going to be coming out in a run-heavy look.
Earl drops back to pass, though, steps up, fires a deep one into trouble, and it's knocked down by Oscar Kellogg.
And Oscar Kellogg is going to get that deflection there. If Alexa Earl throws that to the outside shoulder, that is a potentially catchable ball. Put that on the inside shoulder, and you've got a man just draped over in coverage. Got to get that ball slightly to the outside.
So 3 and out go the Ducks, and now the Nittany Lions are going to get it back. Derek Tolliver with an 8-yard return. 1st and 10, Penn State.
And Carlos Rook saying, yo, man, better go buy a lotto ticket after escaping that. I mean, you get lucky one time, you've got to go find a way to go test your luck again, right?
Papadaki, absolutely. Papadaki under center. Williams in the backfield, takes the snap, handoff Williams, and he will go forward. 6-yard gain for Richard Williams II. As well have an update from Twitch for you after this 2nd and 4. Papadaki with 20 seconds left. Dropping back, throws towards the sideline, and it's incomplete.
And over on Twitch, a 4-yard touchdown pass is going to go to Blue Hayes. A&M's going to tie that game up at 7 apiece, 1:52 remaining in the first quarter.
Papadaki in the gun. Takes a snap, drops back with 15 seconds left, throws towards the left side. It is Williams II. He's got the 1st down.
And what a way to break through and almost Houdini himself. Richard Williams is just going to be out there and be like, I don't think so. Going to go ahead and get that little inside move. Going to go ahead and let you get off me. And that's a 1st down for the Nittany Lions.
We'll see if Penn State gets a playoff before the quarter whistle, and it does not. Oh, they will actually, and it's going to be the final play of the quarter as it goes to Williams for a gain of 2. So 1 down, 3 to go. It is Penn State with early lead, 7-3. You're tuned in to the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports on YouTube. Elin Olive and Dominic Barfield coming back at you from State College, Pennsylvania, here on the campus of Penn State University, as Aaron Papadaki hands it off to Williams as the home team with a 7-3 lead after 1 as Williams picks up 5.
And pirouettes himself down, set up a 3rd and 3. You know, it just feels so weird not knowing this area is Happy Valley anymore, Elin. It just doesn't feel the same.
Papadaki dropping back. Throws towards the left side. What a catch by Williams on the run. He can do it from the backfield and in the passing game.
And I mean, that flat route is just going to yeah, it looks like there's just an elongated flat route there. I was almost looking to see if that might have been turned into a wheel route, but no, the flat route's just going to go out there and be caught in man coverage. Nobody's going to be underneath for the coverage, and that is just a beautiful pitch and catch there by Apollo Papadaki.
Papadaki in the pistol. Tolliver in the backfield this time. Fakes the handoffs, throws towards the right, has a man open, caught for the 1st down by Otis Boudreaux.
And one of my favorite routes, if it's not the corner, I love a good comeback. And Boudreaux is going to safely pull off a comeback route in these rain conditions.
Papadaki dropping back, looking for the touchdown, throws, fires, caught by Sean Griffith, and it will be 2nd and inches.
And you want to talk about a saving tackle at the goal line. Couldn't get a clear look at who it was. It might have potentially been Joshua Reinhardt, if I'm not mistaken.
Dropping back, Papadaki lobs that to the end zone, and it's dropped.
And there's the droppings that you're gonna see when you've got the rain. Ball's on the half-yard line. I don't know why we're putting it in the air. Turn around and hand that off to Richard Williams.
Well, he's into the game now as Papadaki holds, fires, touchdown, Otis Boudreaux.
And what do I know whatsoever? When in doubt, put it in the air and make the commentators look ridiculous. As Penn State is going to move that ball down the field again, and they're going to answer with 6 on the board. PAT pending. Elin, Penn State is looking really, really solid right now after a slow start to this game.
And they are taking massive amounts of clock off in these drives. They're averaging around 2 minutes a drive.
And I mean, when it's working, it is working. If it ain't broke, don't move away from it right now. You are currently looking at putting Oregon in a hole right now, and that is exactly the type of spot you want to put them, knowing their lethality of that triple offense. As we are going to watch this kickoff, going to go up the middle. Reinhardt's going to get 31 and get a tattoo shot at the end, setting up Oregon with pretty solid field position here, Elin.
Here's Alexa Earl trying to bounce back after that fumble earlier. Takes the snap, hands that one off, and getting there is Zach Carell with an 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And the Zach attack has been playing very, very efficient all season so far. Coming into this game, 28 carries, 146 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Type formation, Earl keeps it on the option and does not get the first down.
No, setting up a 3rd and Cade here. Alexa tries to sneak it up in between the tackle and the guard, and it just gets cemented off. The defensive line's going to get a push, pushing the guards back into Alexa, and she's just not going to have anywhere to go.
3rd and inches. Under center, Earl hands this one off, and it's Carell again. 3-yard gain, and they'll pick up the first down.
And the potential freshman of the year, Zach Attack, is going to pick up the Ducks' first down.
Earl under center. You heard it. So Dominic's calling freshman of the year. Yep. Carell's wanting that one, and he is sacked. Earl, she goes down, and it comes from the strong safety, Vaughn Ritchie.
Hey, when you can get the safety who can scream down, get through, fight through the line, get that gap, and hit for the sack, you are going to be happy to see that from your defense. What a hit.
2nd down and 16. As Earl will go under center. They're going to need a big chunk play here. That's the bad thing about this triple option. We've said it once, we'll say it again, is Randy Powell gets a yard gain. You get behind in this triple option, it is very difficult. I mean, behind schedule, it's very difficult to gain chunk yards.
Yeah, there's not a lot of triple option looks here for 3rd in California.
6:10 left in the half. Dropping back, Earl, she's going to have to air it out, throws, and they get it back that time to the 30, all the way to the 20 is Jake Rose.
And Jake Rose is going to take the top off, treating the secondary like a convertible, and is going to spring to life there for Alexa Earl. Knew that had to be a put it in the air situation, and that was a breath of life this offense had needed. Cannot afford to get behind on schedule, and if you can keep moving the ball through the air like that in these rain conditions, man, what a play.
Earl under center. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, dishes it out on the left side to Creed the 3rd, and it's a loss of 3. You're right, tonight in this game, and also in the game we did in Tuscaloosa, the east to west run is not there.
No, it's not. And Longmire just read that like a book and said, I don't think so. Good try.
Someone snuck him the script. Earl under center, hands off to Creed the 3rd, and he'll get the 3 yards back, and it's 3rd and 10.
I don't even think it was necessarily handed him the script of what you're going to run. I mean, that is just having proper vision, seeing that ball move, and then you instinctively go and make a play on that.
Dropping back, Earl. Down 3rd and 10, sacked again. And again, it is Von Ritchie.
As many sacks as tackle for losses, and just screaming from the safety position. There is no help. The offensive line is going to shift to the left there, try to pick up anything from the left, and the right was just fully exposed. And hold the phone, Elon. They're coming out and trying it here on 4th and 18.
Kind of no man's land. So we'll see what kind of play they have here to gain 18. Earl slips. Fires left side, caught, and shy of the first down is Jake Rose.
Throw short, stay short. What a heartbreak. Over on Twitch, 20-yard touchdown pass to Brennan Walsh for A&M. They're going to retake the lead, 14-10. 7:28 remains in the first half.
Here's Apollo Papadaki and company with less than 5 minutes in the half. Takes the snap, dropping back. Throws over the middle, caught by Boudreaux for a 6-yard gain, and the clock will still run. I think Penn State's saying we want to play this game and not stop the clock because we want to get to the locker room and maybe try off and warm up a little bit.
And Zach, I'll have an answer for you on why Oregon decided not to kick that after this play.
Papadaki hands off to Williams and go ahead, Dominic.
So we do have a light breeze in this game, and more than likely not, the wind is blowing across the sheer here, going down that way. You're already sitting there at about 30. You're going to make it about a 40-yard line. With the way that the wind's blowing, that ball's just going to get pushed right to left. There's no reason to try to put that in the air.
Papadaki dropping back the pass, throws towards the right side. It's Williams, and he'll get to the 24-yard reception. Great stand by the Oregon defense, 4th and 4.
When in doubt, screen it out. 60% of the time, it works every time. And unfortunately, we are living in the 40% there. As Penn State is going to have to punt this back, the Ducks do get the hold there.
And a good catch, and taking across the 50 is Randolph on a 7-yard gain. So 1st and 10, Oregon, down 14-3. A touchdown here would be massive for the Ducks with 3:51 left in the half.
Fully agree, Elon. Just got to stay in front of the plays.
Earl dishes out to Creed on the option, and he gets a yard. I was going to say it's either nothing or 1, and they're going to give him a yard on the spot, 2nd and 9.
Tackle's got to get out there and hold a better block out there to try to give that chance to be sprung.
Oh, wow. And again, it is Ritchie.
If you ask me, Elon, it looks like Von Ritchie's trying to make the early case to be Defensive Player of the Week. I know it's only Tuesday night, but 3 sacks in the first half. Man, what a performance early. And Carlos, thank you so much. My starter math is always free of charge.
Our center Earl on a 3rd and 12 has to get something here. Dropping back. Here's the pressure. Throws towards the left side. Taking off up the sideline is Creed. Picks up 3. Not enough. It's 4th and 5.
Now, gotta imagine that they're going to. Nope, never mind. I don't even get the thought out of my head. Was gonna say maybe we see them potentially try to go for it again here in quote unquote no man's land, but looks like the Ducks are going to elect to punt it as we get a booming sky punt, and that ball just can't woe up with the rain conditions. And Penn State is going to get that ball set up back at the 20.
All right, here is Apollo Papadaki again. Less than 3 minutes left in the half. Williams in the backfield, and it is Williams who gets the handoff, and he'll pick up 2.
I mean, when in doubt, keep it on the ground right now. Williams, 13 rushes, 46 yards. I like that early productivity right now, and you almost kind of want to feel like you don't want to necessarily limp it into half, but you don't really want to try to give the Ducks the ball back if you can help it.
Papadaki under center, drops back, handoff to Williams the second, and he'll lose a yard on the play. Great pursuit there by Hunter Davidson.
And Davidson's going to pick up his 4th tackle here early into the ball game. And Elon, after some stat looking, apparently Vaughn last week went for 15 tackles, 4 TFLs, and 2 sacks. Looks like he is absolutely ramping up the consistency for this week.
Absolutely. Papadaki dropping back to pass, throws towards the right side, caught by Sapp, 6-yard pickup, and it's 4th and 3. And we're going to give it back to Oregon, it looks like.
I actually like the throw there to Sapp. unfortunately, if you've got to get that ball out as soon as he crosses the faces of the backer, you've got to give him enough space in the field to work with. Turn that ball upfield, and you can potentially talk about a first down and then some, as we are going to get about 10-yard return there by Keandre Randolph as he's going to get stood up. Special teams are playing their hearts out both ways. Gunners are getting down there, and they are locking down potential returns.
A minute 59 left in the half as Earl will drop back to pass, throws towards the left side. That is knocked down. What a great play there by the Penn State secondary.
Oh, that ball gets bobbled there, and Yaya Blackburn just about tries to say, I'm going to crib that real quick.
Earl under center, dropping back, 2nd and 10, throws towards the left side, and a bowling caught by Christopher Fraley.
And Fraley's going to get his first catch of the game here. Only one, but it mattered when it's needed. That is going to put Oregon in really solid position here with less than 2 minutes here. Time to just go ahead and uncork it, play your 2-minute offense, and just find a way to get points into the end zone. You wouldn't be mad at a field goal, but you really want 7 points here to end this drive.
Earl under center, takes the snap, drops back, slips, throws, wide open, caught at the 15. It's Jake Rose, timeout on a 23-yard reception.
You know, if I'm in the Oregon locker room, I am screaming at Alexa and telling her to get rid of the 7 stud and go get some better studded cleats.
And running into that one, a sack, and didn't see who that was, but 2nd and 11 coming up.
Now it was a prod of Lions. Couldn't really see anything there.
Earl dropping back, throwing for the end zone, nobody home.
Nobody home, and unfortunately, well, I mean, you get the clock stopped there regardless. I think that timeout wasn't the right read there, because now, depending on this, you're going to give Penn State time of possession with the ball going into half to play with.
Earl on 3rd and 11 needs to convert, throws towards the end zone, and that is caught by Ducore.
Oh, no, sir. That's not the right way to celebrate that. Ducore getting 10 toes down in the back of the end zone. That is just a tricky throw by Alexa, but she just lays it out there where only he can get it, and Musa is gonna snag that. Oregon's got life, folks. This is still a good ball game. Kick's gonna be up, and it's now gonna be a 4-point lead for Penn State with just under 90 seconds left here in the first quarter. But Elon, here's the important thing. Penn State's got 90 seconds, 3 timeouts. They have been able to move this ball. Could see a little bit too much time left there by the Ducks.
But how that, hang on, look at this return here by Tolliver. I was going to say how that drive came together for Oregon was through the air, which is pretty unconventional considering the conditions we're seeing. We haven't really seen Papadaki go to the air that consistently. It's been a heavy dose of Richard Williams the second today, but now Papadaki looking to go to the air, avoids the sack, fires towards the sideline, but he dropped it.
That's gonna be forced out there. What a way to fight through the catch by Drew Curtis, getting his hands in between the wide receiver's hands, split that and put that to the turf. That is how you fight.
Papadaki dropping back to pass him at 15, throws and catch. And it is caught by Sean Griffith.
And now you're going to be stuck here in a really, really weird position here. If I'm Penn State, I'm going to try to bleed the clock a little bit here, because if Oregon gets to stop here and calls a timeout, you're going to give them time to work with Anfield.
Papadaki dropping back, slips, throws towards the sideline, and that is caught for the... No, he didn't get there. He didn't get the feet in.
It felt bang, bang. It looked like it was into me, but they're going to rule that he might not have maintained possession through the catch going out of bounds. This clock's going to stop. Oregon's going to be able to keep that timeout in their pocket, and there can be a chance to let something shake. Alexa Earl's already put it in the air and made it work. And hold on. Ooh, Keandre Randolph with an electric 11 yards shaking off, really trying to set up Alexa Earl to come out here with good position. If you look at the offensive production, Alexa Earl is really, really trying to make it work herself. Rest of the team's got about 31 yards short than her, but I should expect to see Alexa Earl coming out here and slinging this rock.
Earl takes the snap, does look to pass, throws towards the left side, caught, still on his feet, Jake Rose. How about the game he's having? 11-yard reception, 4 receptions for 90 yards so far.
Every rose has its thorn, and we have found Penn State's thorn in its side as we are rounding up near the halfway point.
Earl dropping back. She goes ahead and tucks it, runs, and goes into a duo of Lions head first. But it's
runs into a brick wall there. I think Riker Repko is going to be the one to get that shot in.
Dropping back, Earl throws the bullet, caught to the 20, the 15, and brought down with 19 seconds left by Christopher Fraley. And they're going to rush to the line of scrimmage.
Got to imagine they're going to spike
10.
the ball here.
Nope, dropping back, 15 seconds left. Earl is going to try to tuck it and run it herself, and she's brought down by Nelson.
And we're not going to call a timeout here. 51-yard touchdown pass to Jimbo Hawk, and the Aggies take a 23-10 lead with 3:22 left in the half over on Twitch.
Dropping back, Earl trying to tuck it herself, and she's going to fall down, and the half is over. We got ourselves a 4-point ball game. It's Penn State 14, Oregon 10. At the half, you're tuned in to the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports on YouTube. Elon Olive and Dominic Barfield joining you for the halftime show. In a game that looked like Penn State was having all the momentum on their side, Oregon shows up late in this first half, and now they seem to have the motor running.
Not so fast there, Elon, because what did we just watch there at the end? After Alexa stumbles and gets put on the turf with about 8 seconds left, you're calling that timeout right there. Come out there, put the chip shot up, and at least give yourself an attempt there. As we're watching it all just fall apart and miscombobulate there right at the end. I mean, Oregon really did fight back and really put some heart into it. But sometimes these mistakes are just going to be a little bit too much. Oregon is controlling the ball in the air right now, and they're getting it done on the ground. That turnover for the score might just end up spelling trouble here, and that's just a tough look there. But of course, they're not going to call it. They're not going to call it unless it's within 5 seconds, and that's just a little bit of a tactical error there. But you know what? Both teams have showed up and they've played efficiently going into that second quarter. Which team's going to come out here after the break, and who's going to fight for it more, Elon?
The Penn State has a chance to put some separation between themselves. Tolliver with a great return here, 30-yard return, and we get ready here.
And Tolliver's going to really try to take one to the crib by the end of the night there, Elon.
Mm-hmm. You get the feeling he's going to dust a big one at some point. Papadaki takes the snap, hands off to Williams II, who has been absolutely fantastic. Flag on the play. We'll see what it is. Wow, face mask on Oregon's Drew Curtis.
And that's a big time costly penalty that you can't really afford to tack on to the end of that run. And that's our first flag we've had on YouTube all night, Elon.
Yeah. Papadaki in the pistol. Takes the snap, hands off to Williams II, and he is going to go forward for 7. And you wonder, Williams, a hard runner, a hard man to bring down. Is he starting to tire out Oregon's front a little bit?
I mean, that's exactly what they planned coming into this game, and it seems to be working out so far.
Papadaki handoff to Williams, and he'll actually lose a yard on the play.
And Nikita Caminero is going to get credited there on that tackle, and that is just going to try to bow up and force them to have to push this down the field as we come out looking at a 3rd and 4 situation.
Papadaki in the gun. Man off the left hit, hands off to Tolliver. He'll pick up the first down almost to the 20. Big gain for Derek Tolliver.
And really not as many touches as you would like to see for Tolliver, but Tolliver is going to be effective when used.
I have a Twitch update for you right after this first down. Papadaki handoff to Williams, and a team tackle there. No gain on the play.
Yeah, no kidding. Nikita Caminero with another tackle. Over on Twitch, 14-yard touchdown pass to Quincy Asher for the Buffaloes, trailing 24-17 with 1:24 remaining in the half.
Papadaki handoff this time to Tolliver. 3-yard pickup, 3rd and 7. Big 3rd down coming up for Oregon.
Gotta have it if you're Penn State. Gotta stop them if you're the Ducks. If you can hold them to make them force the longish kind of field goal, you are in a good spot.
Papadaki dropping back to pass. Pressure throws left side. Tolliver, he's short.
And here comes the decision time. Are they just going to take the chip shot here and almost feel like they're guaranteeing points? And in fact, they are. And since I just mentioned almost guaranteeing points, I'm going to stop talking for a second.
And a flag on the play. Wow, a false start on Penn State. And that's going to push them out even more.
That, in fact, is going to. But you know what? Might give them a little bit more space there to get this ball pinned back to the right.
Osborne kick is up, and it is no good.
Oh, so, yeah, remember that thing about me stop talking? I probably should have just, I probably should have stopped a little bit more. Oops.
Well, it's still a 4-point game. Earl gets thrown down there by Ritchie again.
And just 6 tackles, 2 sacks, 4 TFLs. Vaughn is just having his way with this offense. Alexa just cannot get enough space and separation to get around the corner. And of course, Cole's going to tell me to keep talking.
Earl and the pistol, takes the snap, hands this one off to Correll. No gain on the play, 3rd and 11.
And the grave digger Barry Graves with his 6th tackle on the game, setting up 3rd and 11.
Earl under center, dropping back, has some time, throws deep, and that is intercepted. Penn State with a massive interception. Wow.
And guess who it was? Yaya Blackburn with the yoink out of the air. Just underthrew it. Had Jake Rose with a couple of steps and just could not get it to work. Gotta imagine that ball hung up in the air a little bit just because throwing it against the grain of the wind. And that ball is just gonna be a little bit of a yikes.
Under center, it's Papadaki. Hand off to Williams II. Has a massive hole to run through. Picks up 4.
And really seeing these gaps in between the line very well and hitting it emphatically. And we will have a Twitch update for you following this play.
Yep. Papadaki in the gun. Williams off his left hip. Hands that one off, and it's Williams for 3.
Over on Twitch, 5-yard touchdown pass to former Virginia Tech running back Malcolm Dansby for A&M, and they're going to take a 31-17 lead with 31 seconds left in the half. They are still in the first half, and we are halfway through the third.
Papadaki under center, dropping back. Standing tall, throws right side, caught by Knight Rowe for 8 yards.
And they are just going to row the boat down the field for the first down, Nittany Lions. And Zach, I still agree with that maintaining stat.
Yeah. Handoff to Williams II, and he'll pick up 2 on the play, 2nd and 8. I agree with that.
I mean, it's hard to argue against all of Oregon's losses have been quality losses.
Yeah. Pistol formation, Papadaki, handoff to Williams II, and he'll get nothing on the play, 3rd and 8.
And our associate producer just put out a little message for us, questioning even looking better than Bama. I could make that argument and not be tired of it.
Papadaki steps up, fires for the end zone, and that is incomplete. Didn't get it to him in bounds.
Just too much dip on the chip, had a little bit too much zip on that ball, and it's going to sail out the back, and I'm going to stop talking.
Angus Osborne, take 2, kick is up, and it is, wow.
Doinked. It was
wow.
Doinked. What a travesty.
Wow.
Kicking is just not getting it done.
What? Earl keeps it on the option, goes upfield. She's got the first down. A good 12-yard gain by Alexa Earl.
Hey, Tony, do not put that one on us. That one does not get to fall to us. Carlos Ricks is going to pick up his 5th tackle, and Alexa Earl sent somebody to the stratosphere with a little headsy step.
Hand off this time to Carell, 2-yard pickup. 2nd and 8.
The curse gods don't know the difference. And, I'm just going to blame Cole for that one, and we're just going to keep him pushing.
Earl under center. 2nd down and 8. Hands off this time to Brunswick. 4-yard pickup, 3rd and 4.
Only the second handoff to Brunswick there. I wouldn't mind seeing a little bit more of that dive look for Knox.
Let's see if they go there as Earl and the pistol drops back on 3rd and 4, throws towards the right side, has a man open, caught at the 35 or 45-yard line. Randy Powell with the 21-yard reception. 1st and 10 Ducks.
Hey, Elon, look what route it was yet again tonight that was just completely open on a Tuesday evening. At corner route is lethal.
And now 1st and 10, 3.5 minutes left in the 3rd. Earl and company trail by 4. Keeps it herself on the option. Now pitches that on the left side, and that is going to be Creed the 3rd with a 5-yard pickup. 2nd and 5.
See, I don't agree with Juju trying to stretch that to the boundaries. Plant that foot, try to get on the inside of the man, and try to pick up additional yards. That seemed like that might have been the better read for me.
Earl under center. Keeps it herself, pitches it out on the right side to the walk-on. He has the 1st down to the 20 and brought down just shy of the 15. Dustin Davidson.
And the walk-on is playing his heart out so far. If I heard correctly, I'm pretty sure there was some rumors that he was out there just playing some cornball out there in the parking lot before we came in, and they just said, "Hey kid, we need a man. You want to come help us out?
You want to come to Oregon?"
What a honor pickup.
Earl under center. Taking her time here, getting this one snapped, keeps it herself, dishes it out on the right side, and Hilton Clark with a 5-yard pickup.
And just getting this ball moved into the PX1 Sports red zone here. Got to find a way to punch it in, and they are looking to retake this lead.
Earl under center, 2nd and 5. Hands off this time to Burrell. Lit up after the handoff.
And Cletus Jackson is just going to try to decleat Zach Carell on that. The Zach attack was not saved by the bell on that one. Someone called the paramedics.
3rd and 4, 5 of 11 from 3rd down so far. Earl dropping back. And here's the pressure, sack. Loss of 7 yards, and it's Omari Slade.
And Slade's going to pick up his 2nd sack on the game. It's the frustrating part if you're an Oregon fan right now. You are able to move the ball down there. You get near the end zone, and it just feels like things are starting to fall apart here. You've got to take time to scan the field, get that ball out, and don't make any type of backwards plays.
Pizarro to make this a 1-point game. Kick is up, and it is good.
See, hey, that time we don't say anything, and the kick goes good. So maybe we'll just learn to just stop talking as a whole when the kicks are going up. And Zach, we did talk to the doctors. Your spine, your meniscus, your MCL, PCL, LCL, and your lateral muscles are completely shredded. We'll see you on the next possession. They'll juice you up, and you'll be just fine. As Derek Tolliver is going to get a 27-yard run back on that. And if we look at the last 5 drives, punt, shanked field goal, doinked field goal. Nothing is working here for Penn State. They just need to slow it down. Play your brand of offense.
Papadaki, play action. Going deep, that is caught to the 40. This could be trouble. It is Sean Griffith to the 10 and a huge 62-yard gain.
You know what? I said slow down, play your brand. And Papadaki's like, my brand? Bet. Who's down there? What a streak, and just not enough gas in the tank for Sean Griffith to get it into the end zone. But that is such a big shot there by Papadaki.
80 seconds left in the 3rd quarter as Papadaki goes under center. Dropping back, throws towards the right side. That was an interesting one to Griffith.
That could have spelled disaster. Long way across the field, had a man over top, man underneath. That ball had to be threaded.
Less than a minute left in the third. Papadaki and company looking to extend their 1-point lead. Throws towards the left side, looking for the end zone for Mayo. 3-yard pickup, 3rd and goal.
Ducks are doing everything to not fall victim to putting it in the end zone. And Zach agreed. We're definitely using the Blitz the League medical staff, and it pays.
Strong I formation. Papadaki dropping back. Has protection up front. Goes towards the right side. Tucks it, runs. Nobody's going to challenge him. Touchdown. Apollo, the sun god, with a good run there.
And Hilton Clark might have to do some explanations on the sideline. Just sitting there watching him, sees he runs, looks at him, goes, oh, hey, he's running. Oh, I probably need to go follow that. And it's just going to allow Papadaki to get that into the end zone. Running like a god is a wild take to have there, Carlos, but I see the inspiration as Penn State is going to extend this lead by 8, 21-13. 25 seconds remain in the third. Get ready to get your fours up in chat as we're going to get Keandre Randolph. A good, solid 28-yard return, setting up shop right about the 32-yard line.
And stops the clock with 21 seconds left. And this Oregon team, Dominic, whenever they've started drives, it's just been finishing them. That's been the problem.
I fully agree. You've been able to move the ball, but when it matters the most, you just can't seem to get over the hump. But you know what? That's too much negativity. Alexa Earl is ready to come out here and deliver.
21 seconds till the break. Earl under center. Tucks and runs, and she'll pick up 5 yards. 2nd down and 5.
And Austin, I don't know about the slowest 3-yard run. We've seen Beard's former quarterbacks have to run down the field for Auburn. I've certainly seen slower runs.
Three seconds left, 2 seconds left, and that is going to do it for the third quarter. So 3 down, 1 to go, 4's in the chat. It's Penn State 21, Oregon 13. You're tuned in to the CFSL, presented by PX1 Sports on YouTube. We're right back at it again here tomorrow night on YouTube at 6:30 Central Time, where it will be Tennessee taking on Georgia, and then later on Florida State taking on Clemson. As it's sealing off, and Dominic Barfield, ball is fumbled, and that's going to stay just in bounds and picked up nearly. It wasn't good, but it was almost disaster for Alexa Earl.
No, that almost spelled doom and gloom here. Oh, no.
Earl's going to have to go to the air. 3rd and 12, throws it out towards the left side, and he dropped it.
And see, unfortunately for Alexa, she's got a cannon. She can put some zip behind that ball. Floating that like 11 yards across the field when you just need to put it right on the chest pad. It almost feels like you gave up on the play and didn't give the receiver any chance to make any type of play afterwards, as Derek Tolliver is only going to get 9 yards on that return.
Another great coverage by the Oregon special teams unit, as now here's Apollo Papadaki. And expect to see a heavy dose of Richard Williams II, and there it is for no gain.
Over on Twitch, 14-yard touchdown pass to Jimbo Hawk, his 2nd of the game. A&M's going to lead 38-20 with 4:25 left in the third quarter.
Wow. Papadaki in the pistol. Hands off Williams II, has some room, and he will drag a few Ducks into the pond across the 1st down marker.
Across the pond? Really? I mean, okay, either way you slice it, I appreciate it. That was actually super solid. It seems like you're learning from me, and I'm proud.
I appreciate it. The teacher is definitely helping the apprentice out here. Throwing deep, caught. He's gone. Touchdown, Griffith.
and just completely busted coverage, no secondary over the top, and John Griffith is just going to show, you've given it to me once, I'm going to go back and I'm going to run that exact same route, and that time nobody's going to catch up, and that is going to extend this lead 28-13 over the Ducks. 7:54 remaining left here in the fourth, and Chad is exploding right now, seeing that opening play to really just take the top off here. It's not too late here for the Ducks. They can still get it together. Earl has shown that she can throw it, but hold on, folks. Wait a minute. Oh, Joshua Reinhardt, 53 yards, really trying to set up these Ducks with the position.
Don't kick it back to him as Earl goes under center. Hands off this time to Farrell. 8-yard pickup, 2nd and 2.
And that might have been a little bit of a punch in the arm that the Ducks needed, as we were talking about apparently dragging the Ducks to the UK. They are staying here in Pennsylvania, and they are fighting in this game.
Earl keeps it herself, has the first down after a 5-yard gain.
Little hitch in the giddy up there, having to slow roll over as we watch the Duck with his little quack attack dance on the sideline. I do smell burnt toast though.
Earl got caught up in the fray, throws it off to Creed, and that's not going to work. Loss of 3.
That's like the third or fourth. I don't know if anybody else has noticed. I think it's like the third or fourth time that the offensive line is just absolutely getting pushed back by this Nittany Lions defensive line, and it's almost tripping up Alexa and not giving her a chance to do anything. She had enough vision there to be able to dump that off to Juju, but just ugh.
Longmire with his 7th tackle of the game after that, as Earl goes under center. And
whoa, man! Oh, Alexa, are you okay? Oh, somebody get the EMTs out here. Wow. Oh my, she got air.
Riker Repko taking her to the ground. She tried to go airborne, and he just said, this is a no-fly zone, Duck. As Earl goes back to pass, here's the pressure, throws it off the back foot, and that just looked like a busted play. 4th down coming up.
Who's got the zap gun? Because I think we just saw a demo for Duck Hunt out there, and they're going to come out here and roll the dice. 4th and 15.
Down by 15 with 6:30 left. Earl throws towards the left side, and that's broken up. Turnover on downs. It'll go back to Penn State.
Yep, you know what they say. Go short, stay short. Not a fan there of trying to pull out a screenplay on 4th and, I believe that's 4th and 11 if I'm not mistaken. I definitely think Alexa Earl might have been a little bit discombobulated on that helicopter cycle, and she needs to go sit down and really try to regain her thoughts.
Papadaki, handoff to Williams the second, and he'll pick up 6.
Right now, it should just be a very, very heavy dose of Richard Williams, as Drew Curtis is going to pick up his 5th tackle on the game.
Fakes the handoff. Papadaki throws towards the right side. First down to Cyrus Sapp.
Don't need to put it in the air, and that mascot's terrifying. I'll tell you what. Can't afford to really need to put it in the air, but if it's working, I mean, do you?
Papadaki hands off to Williams the second, and he will fall forward for 9 yards. It looks like it was going to be a 5-yard gain. Somehow he busts through the crowd and picks up 4 more.
And check the record. We just witnessed Houdini take place again.
Dropping back, Papadaki throws that one, caught by Griffith, who's had a heck of a game tonight.
No kidding, 6 receptions,
yards.
132. Yeah, just having a performance there. Meanwhile, Chad is over here worried about legal suits for Alexa Earl's safety because, man, I still have shivers thinking about that.
Yeah. Papadaki takes the snap, handoff Tolliver, and he'll get dropped for a loss of 2. We'll have an update for Twitch for you right now.
And that's a 1-yard touchdown run by Tom Morrow for Colorado. A&M still up in the lead right now, 38-27, with 1:49 left here in the third. And Chad, it seems like there is going to be plenty of time left for that Twitch game after we get out of here. So once we wrap up here, please make sure you head over to Twitch and show them teams a lot of bit of love.
Papadaki under center. Takes the snap, drops back, throws left side, caught, and it's brought in by Cyrus Sapp for a 12-yard reception, 3rd and inches.
Good 3rd and Cade situation is what we like to see here. And Zach, I don't know how well that's going to work off for having a suit on behalf of somebody else.
Papadaki hands off to Williams. Nobody to stop him to the 5, and he is in. Touchdown, Richard Williams II, but they're going to have a flag.
And that is going to be costly, as Jacob Ramos is going to be the recipient of that holding call. That would have just about taken the L out of Glover, but you still got plenty of time and you're not fretting.
3rd and 9, Papadaki dropping back, throws over the top, caught, and they are going to be close to the touchdown this time thanks to Jeff Macklin, who we've not seen all day.
Can we get a closer review on that? I want to see if he's still got his knees up as he's on top of Drew Curtis here.
I think he's,
I don't know. It looks like he's holding the ball in his left hand, so it's gonna just rule him short. If it was in his right hand, that's a touchdown all day.
Papadaki in the gun, dropping back. Here's the pressure, throws and gets rid of it.
And the hand field goal is good.
But no points on the board.
Boo.
Papadaki in the pistol. Takes the snap, handoff to Williams, and now he'll get his touchdown there to make it 34-13 Penn State.
And that is just textbook ball does not lie there, as he will not be denied and does eventually get his touchdown. And credit, you got to give credit to where it's due. Penn State has played a very sound, methodical game in all 3 facets of the game. But Oregon has like they have all season, this might not be their prettiest loss of the season. I know it's a little early to say that, even being down 22. But Oregon still comes out, plays their brand, and they stick to what works. And at times, they really show that they can be an offensive threat to mess with, as we're going to watch Reinhardt be drugged down after 27 yards on the kickoff return.
So with 4:09 remaining in the 4th quarter, Oregon needs to get something going. It's not time to, maybe you're tapping the panic button, but you're still in this game. Earl throws that one in, it's bobbled. The rain starting to have its effect.
I don't know about tapping the panic button. You're playing it like a drum kit right now. Through the Fire and Flames is currently what's on the playlist.
We'll have an update for Twitch on it. Earl with the slip throws that one over the top, caught for the first down to the 50. And
what a strike to Fraley. Over on Twitch, 21-yard touchdown pass to Jimbo Hawk. His hat trick on the night. Aggies re-extend that lead, 45-27, as we close the 3rd quarter over on Twitch. And I mean, just what a dart there by Alexa. She's gonna stumble yet again, but she's gonna recover and get that strike over the middle.
Earl under center, drops back. 3:51. Here's the pressure, has to get rid of it.
Yeah, that's just a smart decision. That's good coverage there. Nothing's open. Don't try to force an errant throw. Just get it out and live to see the next play.
Dropping back, Earl throws this one deep, and that is knocked down by Blackburn.
And another stumble there here in the rain. The effects are just taking too much toll in this turf here.
Earl under center, dropping back, throws this one, and that is down. 4th and 10 coming up.
Gotta imagine they're gonna come out again, and if they're gonna come out and go for it, let's hope that they've learned their lesson and they're not gonna look to go back for the screen look here.
Earl in the pistol, drops back, 4th and 10. Unloads deep, looking for something, and that's incomplete. Turnover on downs yet again.
You don't need the whole field. You don't have to go and try to put it 55 yards in the air. Just needed enough to pick up the first there, and just what a backbreaker there. And Cole, sorry, that right foot was out. Gotta break it to you.
And off to Williams the second. No gain on play. 2nd and 10.
And Xavier Waters is going to pick up his 5th tackle on the game. 2 TFLs to go with that. What a performance here.
Under center, Papadaki. And off to Williams, and that'll be a gain of 11. Carlos Rooks, where in Northern AZ are you? I'm from that area originally, so I want to know. Papadaki goes under center. Sends a man in motion, and now they'll hand it off to Williams the second, and he will get a 9-yard gain, 2nd and 1.
Yep, small world. Not from Arizona myself, but I've spent some time tubing down to Colorado out in Yuma.
Yeah, he's from Kingman, which is on the border, kind of near the border of Nevada. I'm from northeastern Arizona, over in the White Mountains, kind of by the Show Lakeside area originally. Handoff to Williams.
No, Tolliver.
And
that handoff's
oh,
Tolliver,
yeah, that
my
was
man.
Tolliver. Wow, 1st and 10.
And Drew Curtis is going to pick up his 8th tackle there as we are just watching this clock get just dwindled down as we approach the end of this game here, Elon.
Yeah, handoff to Williams there. Loss of 2 on the play.
And Hilton Clark's going to pick up his 1st TFL, but his 2nd tackle of the night. This is pretty much all just theatrical here. They're not going to take the victory formation. They're just handing this ball off and getting on out of here.
Yep. Carlos, to wrap that up, Flag is one of my all-time favorite places, so that's awesome that you lived there for a bit. Handoff to Williams, and that'll be a 1-yard gain, and that is going to do it. So when this game's over, there's still a lot going on in YouTube. Dominic Barfield, final thoughts.
And I mean, let's just call it like it is. I mean, Penn State showed up and they handled business at home. Had it done on the defense, had it handled by Papadaki and co. And Williams was a good one to boot. As Papadaki's going to get player of the game, 253 yards. I mean, just what a performance. Cannot ask for more. They got it done in all facets. Oregon had the good fight. Just eventually ended up being too much dip on the chip for them to handle. Still searching for that first quality win here as they're going to move on to next week in conference play. I mean, credits to both teams. Both were great performances. Couldn't ask for more.
Thank you to our associate producer, Austin Crow, our executive producer, Mike Peters, and of course my broadcast partner for tonight's action, Mr. Dominic Barfield. On behalf of our broadcast crew, I'm Elon Alf, and you've been watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports on YouTube. Head over to Twitch. Still over 7 minutes left in that one. We'll see you here tomorrow at 6:30 Central Time for our first game featuring Tennessee at Georgia. Head over to Twitch. We'll see you there. Thanks so much, everybody.